Hey, Physique Freaks, how's it going? Scott Tuzana, MetabolicMasterpiece.com. It is Thursday, October 29th. I'm going to take you behind the scenes of my MAT session, muscle activation techniques, with my specialist, Mitch Moore. You're going to see footage from our leg workout. That's going to be at the end of this video, as well as every meal that I ate for the day.
Woke up at 6:30 a.m., grabbed myself a cup of coffee, 8 o'clock, had my first meal, 2/3 cup oats, 3/4 cups blueberries, 1 scoop protein powder.
Okay, keep this straight, bring it up, hold, ready, resist. 1, 2. See, that's even not as strong as it was.
Yeah.
And here I am with my MAT specialist, Mitch Moore, muscle activation techniques. I've been going to see Mitch for the past few months, and what you're hearing there is telling me to resist and hold for, continue to apply that pressure for 2 seconds. He's testing how strong or weak my muscle fibers are. So it's all depending on the angle. So he's going to be holding my legs out in different positions. My foot will be pointed at different angles. So basically he's testing different fibers of certain muscles, different muscles as he's working through there. If I can't hold or apply a strong enough force, it's a sign that that muscle is weak. And then he'll do some palpations there to activate, get that signal stronger, so delivering the signal from my brain to the muscle working as efficiently as it possibly can, and then I'll be much stronger. So as he was touching there up in the upper thigh kind of hip area, that's been a little bit of tender area, weak area for me lately, and now he's going to retest it. So he'll has me resist, testing it, comes back weak, he'll do the palpations, retest it, and in most cases, just about every case, it comes back stronger, and he's going to go through this cycle several times. I think we went through each of these different tests probably 4, maybe even 5 times today. Just going to keep doing it till it comes back strong each and every time, or if I end up fatiguing. This is definitely, it's a workout. It's a workout for me and for Mitch. So definitely an eye-opening experience here. I initially contacted Mitch. My main goal was to improve my pec activation, the mind muscle connection with my chest. Just wasn't feeling that my chest was performing the way it should be. And my main goal going to see him was just overall improved performance. And it is exactly why I'm going right now to continuing to see him once a week. Here we're noticing my left leg, it really rotates inward effortlessly. My right leg, it's a struggle to turn, internally rotate the foot there, pointing it inwards. It just naturally flops out to the side. And that was the first thing that he really noticed. So even though I went to get to focus on activating my pecs, getting them functioning their best, he saw my issue there. That's a long-term issue that I've been dealing with for as long as I can remember. I'll never forget grade 9 track and field, people running behind me and noticing that my foot was pointing out and my leg always kicking out to the side. And over time, this has caused some issues for me in that hip, the glute, the hip area. So it's been a big focus that he's been working on most of the time. That's a muscle group that's probably been worked, an area that's been worked. He's worked the most frequently on me is the hip area, and the trunk is probably number 2. So we keep going back and forth between those a lot of times to see where the root cause of the issue is. And we've also worked on my neck. It's amazing. So there I'm cramping. That's a sign of weakness. And he's working on my psoas muscle here. This was eye-opening for me today, kind of seeing that the psoas is one of my limiting factors there. It's not doing the work that it should be doing, and it took a long time during this session to get the signals working as effectively as possible. So it was an eye-opening experience. So when the psoas wasn't doing the work it should be doing, other muscles take over and are doing more work than they should be doing, and that was leading to cramping for me. And it's an area that I have pulled in the past. And an area that just get tightness in that area. So there you go. He retested, boom, came back stronger. Not the strongest it could be, but it came back stronger this time, and he's going to keep going around till it gets stronger and stronger. and now testing different. So he changed the angle there. So he's testing different fibers of the psoas muscle and doing his palpations there. It's been a huge eye-opening experience. Even like when he's tested my left shoulder one time and treated my left shoulder, my right foot, my right leg ended up being working better, functioning a lot better. So it's just amazing. We feel tightness, and that's a symptom that there's a weakness somewhere else in your body. So it's amazing when you treat that root of the problem, how it fixes everything else and gets you in alignment. Just an awesome freaking session. I highly recommend you look for up an MAT specialist in your area.
So I was telling Mitch at the beginning of this treatment that for the past few weeks, in my programming, I've been doing some walking lunges, and I've been noticing that when my right leg lunges forward, I don't have very good control at all. I feel very unstable. I feel very weak. I don't feel like my muscles are firing properly. They're not activating the way they should be. I just feel really tense, kind of fatigue, tightness in my upper thigh area and in the hip area. So he looked at my lunge before the treatment. We did some in the middle of the treatment. He was getting me up and down off of the table. And then this is what you're going to see after the treatment at the end. And you're still going to see that my left leg stepping forward, I have effortless control with it. Everything is activating the way it should be. My right leg lunging forward, still unstable. You're going to see that lack of control, but trust me, it's like much better than it was at the beginning of before Mitch treated me today. What you're also going to see is he had me performing a squat, just a body weight squat. Again, we did this at the beginning of the workout. In between rounds, you're going to see the treatment there. So he's getting me up and down off the table, doing some squats to kind of fatigue those muscles and see how my body will respond to the treatment when those muscles are fatigued. And it is very interesting that he catches my tibia kind of turning out. What happened afterwards is that he ended up getting me back up on the table and was looking. He was trying to see if it had something to do with my tibia. And it ended up my ankle has very, very limited mobility. So that's something we're going to work on next week. Just really interesting stuff. He was working on my feet 2 weeks ago, and my right foot in particular, and that was an eye-opening experience for me. So really anxious to see how he's going to be treating me next week when he works on my ankle. Very fascinating stuff. Let's see that footage in action right here, and we'll talk some more afterwards, and we'll get to that workout footage in a minute.
Yeah. Now try the single leg.
The lunge?
Yeah, the lunge. Good. That looks a little more smooth.
It feels smoother for sure with
it. It does. Yeah, you're not as hesitant to get in there. Good. Now try the other leg. You're still a little straighter on that side. The other side, you're still kind of bending in a little bit.
It's interesting right now. In this position, I feel in the stretch where I was cramping up a lot of the time.
Yeah? Yeah. Good. Try the other leg again. And come back. Yeah, that's good for now. I don't want to stress it out too much.
Okay.
Good. Good. How's that feel?
Good.
So you can see your knees are pointed more straight, for sure. Your foot is still naturally just a little bit out, but your knees are straight. Actually, if anything, I'm looking at your tibias right now, and this tibia is more forward. This tibia is turned out, so that could just be simple tibia rotation thing going on there.
So afterwards, went to Costco, got myself some veggies. So just before 1 o'clock, check out all that spinach in there, making myself some eggs, so spinach and mushrooms, and it all just shrinks. It always blows me away at how much it shrivels down to. Absolutely delicious. One of my favorite things. I forgot to get peppers. Normally I like to add peppers and chives in there. So I got 8 egg whites and 1 extra large egg there. And look at this deliciousness topped off with a bit of ketchup. And then shortly after that, went for a walk with Chief. And here we are. This is one of our usual routes. That's the Bell River leading into Lake St. Clair. Just a gorgeous area that we live in on the edge of the country and the city. Very beautiful.
Holy crap, it's cold out. Big temperature drop today. I have to bundle right up, protect this bald head of mine. Got snot dripping on my nose already. I don't think I'm quite ready for this cooler winter-like weather, but it is what it is. I'll get used to it. Embrace the change. There's Chief.
So after the walk, went to the local butcher, grabbed some lean beef patties, and there's Chief licking his chops. Can't wait for dinner. I used 2 slices of whole wheat bread, the 2 lean patties, some cheddar cheese, ketchup, mustard, relish, pickles, tomatoes. Absolutely love this. I ain't afraid of no red meat. Ate that around 5 p.m. and then 8 o'clock, hit the gym. There's Paul doing the hack squat, Rick doing the leg press over there. After Paul joined me yesterday for the conditioning work, the abs, calves, and forearms, I told him, man, don't be shy. If it suits your schedule, I'll let you know when we're going to be training and you can come work in with us here. And we had an absolute blast today. So we're doing a superset going back and forth here. We're aiming for 8 to 10 reps on the hack squat, 15 to 20 reps on the leg press. As soon as you get into the leg pressing, the first rep, your quads are already on fire, and it's just mind over matter, working through the burn. So Rick's going to be 53 in January. Paul's going to be 52 in January. So I'm working in with 2 guys over 50 who are absolutely killing it. And man, I just hear so much nonsense in our industry from people who say if you're over 40, you need to start training like a wuss, basically. Hardly really cut back your workouts, like 2 to 3 times a week at the most. Don't last any longer than half an hour, and just take it easy. Just walk. Walking's the best thing to you. Just a whole bunch of nonsense and crap. Most of the guys I see in their 40s and 50s are in the prime of their life, and they're absolutely kicking butt. They're in the zone, giving it the best that they can. Later in the workout, we hit some walking lunges. This is towards the end. So this was great to compare how I felt in previous weeks following this plan after doing the MAT session with Mitch, and I felt way better. I felt in more control, still a little unstable when that right leg is stepping forward, but all in all, just freaking awesome. This was a killer workout. Loved every second of it. I'll have the full workout linked above here. You can check it out. Post-workout, 9:30. 1 1/4 cups of plain Greek yogurt, some mixed berries there. So we got some raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, dark cherries. Just a delicious one of my favorite little snacks. And that was it. That was a wrap for the day. Hope you enjoyed the footage. I'll catch you tomorrow for training, nutrition, and all that other good stuff.